I need help. Today is a request for help figuring out why this spell doesn't work when I put it into a focus. I'll do a brief explanation of what's going on. This is just to get the face of the block and the block you're looking at and add it together so you can get like an easy thing for conjure light and conjure block. And then I'm making a list with conjure light and conjure block here. I'm just making the list right now. Just conjure light, and then we add it to the list, and then we get 1.5, and then we get the player, and then we get the player height like that, and then we see if they're equal. They're not, so it's going to be 0, but I was hoping to put this in a focus so it would work differently when you're crouching than if you're not crouching. And then we remove the 0 thing from the list, and then we take the thing out of the list, and then we delete the list. And then we cast the spell, and this should be conjure block, and it works fine, right? That's good. That's what I want. I want it to work, but I'm not going to explain. Oops. I'm going to just do the exact same thing, but inside of introspection and retrospection here. So all the same stuff. I don't know if I'm like doing the symbols wrong only when I'm doing it in introspection and retrospection or something, or what it is, but it doesn't seem to work in introspection and retrospection, which is really frustrating me because I don't see why it would not work like this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna continue drawing this out here. Oops. And then we need, next is 1.5. Yep. And then player, and then player's height, and then does it equal? No, it doesn't right now, so that's 0, and then we get remove the 0th, the nth thing from the stack, and then we take out of the stack, or out of the list, and then we delete the list here, empty list, and then we cast the spell, and then we close that off, right? So that's just what I wrote out the first time, but in introspection and retrospection, so I can, that is not, oh my goodness, that's not right, so I can write it to a focus, right? Now if we read from that focus and cast, it doesn't work. Why is that? And it doesn't work when I'm crouching either. This, by the way, is me crouching if we 1.5 instead of 1.8 because you stay crouching under a slab. Anyway, that's not important. I read this again and I do that, and it still doesn't work. I'm stumped here. I don't see what I'm doing wrong, but the spell works. So if you can figure out how to get it into a focus or an artifact, it's a neat spell, I'd say. I just don't know how to get it into an artifact or anything, so it's not useful because other than putting a slab above your head, you can't be crouching when casting a spell. That's it, bye bye.